Hi everyone, welcome back to the Vinance Vault. It's me, V, your dedicated ACCA chartered accountant with a flair for turning money habits into life habits. Understanding your payslip isn't just about tax. It's about knowing where your money goes and how to make it work for you. If you've ever looked at your salary and thought, where did it all go? This video is your answer. In my previous video, we broke down how income tax is calculated in the UK, but that's just the surface. Today, we're going deeper into national insurance, pensions, and the real numbers behind your take-home pay. I'll be diving deeper into the fine intricacies of tax in a manner that will cover all nuances, well, at least most, because trust me, tax is an area that's far-reaching. We'll visit the same examples from before, but this time we'll layer in the full picture so you can see how income tax, NI, and key allowances interact across different income levels. So let's have a quick recap on what we've learned about taxable income. The taxable income is your total earnings minus the personal allowance, which is 12,570 for the 25-26 tax year, the pension contributions, charitable donations, and the professional subscriptions. This gives HMRC the figure they use to calculate your income tax. Now below is a summary of our income tax bands. Employee NI, on the other hand, is calculated as thus: 0% on earnings below 12,570, 8% on earnings between 12,570 and 52,70. That is 37,700 is taxed at 8%, and then 2% on any income above 52,70. For our first example, we have Sarah who earns 11,500. Since that's below the threshold, she pays zero income tax. Her NI is zero as this is also below the threshold, bringing her take-home pay to 11,500 annually and 958.33 monthly. For our second example, we have Daniel, who earns 36,500. Income tax is as thus: the first 23,930 at 20% to bring his total income tax to 4,786. NI will be the same 23,930 at 8%. And assuming pension of 5%, this would bring his total deductions to 8525.4, giving a total take-home pay of 27,974.6 annually and 2331.22 monthly. For our third example, we had Leah, who earned 70 to 80 as a gross salary. Her total income would be calculated as the first 37,700 at 20%, and the remaining 20,010 at 40% to bring her total income tax to 15,544. Her NI will be the same 37,700 at 8% and the remaining 20,010 at 2%. Assuming a pension contribution of 5%, this will bring her total deductions to 22,472.2, leaving a take-home pay of 47,805.8 annually and 3,983.82 monthly. Our last example was Tapo, an additional rate taxpayer who earned 148,200 as gross pay. His total income tax will be the first 37,700 at 20%, the next 74,870 at 40%, and the remaining 35,630 at 45%, bringing its total income tax to 53,521. Now, you will recall that his personal allowance is reduced to zero because income over 125, 140 erases this. His NI would be 37,700 at 8% and the remaining 97,930 at 2%. Assuming a pension of 5%, this would bring his total deductions to 65,906.1, leaving a take-home pay of 82,293.9 annually and 6,857.8 monthly. So, what else affects your pay? We have student loans, salary sacrifice, benefits in kind, and tax code adjustments. These examples help visualize how your gross income is transformed into net income. Knowing this difference is powerful. Whether you're planning pension contributions, bonuses, or even side income, understanding thresholds and diminishing returns lets you keep more of what you earn. And that's our deeper dive for today. I hope these examples help you see the real world mechanics of UK income tax and NI. If you're curious how pensions, marriage allowances, or other tweaks affect your numbers, drop a comment. I'd love to keep exploring further. If this helped you decode your payslip, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe to the Vinance Vault for more finance made simple. And remember, you don't need to be rich to be financially powerful. You just need to be informed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a breakdown from the Vinance Vault. Remember, we are unlocking the power of finance, one vault at a time.